Hey everyone, this is James from Brewing Books. First of all, a massive thank you for all of you people out there who have followed and subscribed to this channel. Brewing Books has finally reached the 5,000 subscribers mark. Woohoo! Thanks a lot, guys. As I'm sure you've heard, if you are a keen Tolkien reader, renowned author Brian Sibley has collected all of the published texts relating to the Second Age of Middle-earth under a single volume. This includes work from the Silmarillion, the History of Middle-earth, the Nature of Middle-earth, and Unfinished Tales. So be aware that if you've read all of these other books, there is pretty much no new material added to this book. But what we do get are two essential things. All of these Second Age materials spread across a number of works are finally presented in this immensely useful and convenient single-volume book. The second essential thing we get are new illustrations by Alan Lee. And let's start off with this stunning rendition of the actual fall of Númenor spread across the dust jacket of this book. Now this particular illustration was done specifically for this new book. And as with any other Tolkien book published in the last few years by HarperCollins, this features sewn binding with high quality paper, printing under production, and the famous silk ribbon marker. So a bit of a backstory, I had the pleasure of attending the guest presentation during this year's Oxenmoot in Oxford, in which Brian Sibley presented us with his method and process of how he got round to gathering all the different material into one book. And I must say it was significantly more complicated and intricate than it sounds. Sibley basically used the appendices in The Lord of the Rings, specifically The Tale of Years, as his main source, which was then further complemented with texts from the Unfinished Tales and the Silmarillion. The structure of the book is presented in such a way as to make it as chronologically cohesive as possible to the readers. Now, some first-time readers have asked me, given this book's release, whether they should start with this or tackle Unfinished Tales first. Personally, I am of the opinion that one should still read Unfinished Tales first, and then brush off their knowledge, so to speak, by dipping back into The Fall of Númenor. But that is, of course, just one way of approaching the order in which one reads the vast range of Tolkien books currently available. What is definitely certain is that you should always start with The Lord of the Rings and the appendices, and then take it from there. That being said, this is another great addition to any Tolkien collection. I might have mentioned this before, and to be fair, when I first heard about the release of The Fall of Númenor and it being a collection of material from the Second Age, which had already been published in one form or another, it did feel too coincidental when it was announced during the Rings of Power TV series. It was almost a way in which the publishers could both use the hype of the TV series as a means of marketing this new book, while at the same time it was like a subtle nod or a subtle reply, so to speak, of the original material on which the TV series was very loosely based on. No matter what, this, as I said, will be a great addition to any Tolkien collection and will go nicely with the rest of anyone's bookshelf. So that's all for today. Please do share your thoughts on this publication, and as always, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.